the biggest one is going to be cost efficiency. Marketing is expensive. We all know that. It doesn't have to be. You can do grassroots and other things, but if you are solely doing paid marketing, this is going to be the most cost efficient, is keeping your business. So when you get new leads, it's more expensive than retaining existing ones, which hands down, completely true. Higher conversion rates. Retained leads are more likely to convert. So maybe you didn't enroll the person, but you have a working relationship. They're more than likely going to be coming to you. And then the biggest one I've seen in my book of business is referrals. If you have satisfied clients who've been in your book of business, they know you, they trust you. If anyone asks them where they get their insurance, they're not going to be nervous to mention your name. I've seen that dozens of times, and it's from good outreach, good communication, and trust with your clients. So lead retention is just as important, if not more important, than gaining new clients. Understanding client needs and building trust. So ways to retain clients, the biggest thing is going to be building trust. So find a good way of communication, whether that be text messages, whether that be emails, phone calls. Know what your client likes and do it often. If they like to text, schedule a time to text them. Text them consistently, reach out to them, text them on their birthday, text them just as a follow-up, ask if they got their insurance cards, if they're satisfied, if everything makes sense. The more you reach out to your clients and they hear from you, the more they know you, they remember you, and they want to work with you. Build trust early. If you had just met someone, take the time to build trust. You'd be surprised at how much just a little bit of trust, how long and far that can go, especially with ACA clients, and especially if you're doing telesales. If you're talking to these people on the phone, you need to gain their trust within the first few minutes. If this is a face-to-face, in-office setting, in-home setting, it's a little different. You have more of an advantage because you're able to, sit down, body language, mannerisms. You can build trust that way too. But just on the phone, it really is, you got to do a lot extra on your part to build that trust. And then make sure you're following up. Regular check-ins show you care about their needs and keep them engaged. What I like to do if I enroll someone, whether it's an SEP client or a open enrollment client, I'll put into my CRM. If you don't have a CRM right now, use a Google Calendar. It works just the same for this. I'll put in there 2 weeks from the day we spoke. Client's name, number, and then a follow-up text. Hey, Miss Johnson, this is David, your health insurance agent. Just following up with you. Did you get your welcome packet and insurance cards yet? Something as simple as that goes a long way. Helps them know that you care about them, you're following up with them, and then you're checking in, make sure they're getting the things you said they'll be getting. I've had a lot of clients thank me for that, and not only thank me, say, hey, like, I really appreciate the extra effort you put in. I do have my cousin, he needs insurance. Can you reach out to him? Okay, effective communication strategies. Regular updates. Keep your clients informed about any changes, enrollment periods, and different plan options. This will be huge with the new changes coming up. So if you already have a book of business right now, I would start your open enrollment outreach. I would start it last month, but I would definitely start it now. We're going into August tomorrow. We're getting so close to open enrollment. We need to start getting this on people's minds. Multi-channel approach, like mentioned, shoot them a text, shoot them an email. Social media, if you have them on social media, reach them out where they're most comfortable. And that's a great thing to do in your first conversation. Say, hey, now that I'm your insurance agent, what is your most preferred communication method? Whether that be a phone call from me, a text, email, what works for you? 9 out of 10 times they'll tell you what they prefer, and then you can make a note of that and then obviously do that. Share valuable content, blogs, newsletters, webinars, things of that source. And then, yeah, just be in communication. That's the most important thing in this slide. Make sure you're in communication. Now, as far as technology goes, CRM's huge. You can find very inexpensive ones. You can even have a free CRM. If you are good with like Google Sheets, it may not have automations, but you at least are tracking your information somewhere. Automation tools. This would be like those automations I mentioned in the CRM. Some of them will do outreach for you. They'll send texts or emails on a birthday. They'll send follow-up or drip campaigns for you. I know Go High Level is a super popular one for automation tools, so you could look into that. And then do some data analysis. Look at your information, understand client behavior, and identify at-risk leads and target your retention efforts towards them. So it's huge to look at your data and do something about it. Make a consistent effort about it. Best practices for increasing lead retention. Provide exceptional customer service. If someone texts you or calls you, answer them. Be quick, be prompt, be responsive and helpful, address concerns professionally and promptly. I think that's one of the biggest ones is when a customer has a question for you, they're expecting to answer. When you want to reach out to them, you might not get in the first or second try, but if they're reaching out to you, they want to get to you. Offer value beyond sales. What I mean by that, be a trusted advisor, not just a salesperson. Provide advice on wellness, savings, and maximizing benefits. A lot of these plans, you guys, have additional benefits like Ambetter, for example, the My Healthy Rewards program. You can teach them, hey, to sign up for this, you need to sign up on the portal. You need to do these different steps. You can teach them those things, and that's going to help your retention beyond just the sales aspect.